Are you ready for Nippers Table Talk? The inside scoop on the Santa Barbara dining scene with Nippers.com creator Arthur von Wiesenberger. Get your appetite ready because it's time for some tasty talk radio.
I'll tell you right now, nobody enjoys a good gourmet meal or has more fun than Nipper. Hello there.
Good morning, Barron. So many restaurants, and that's what we talk about every Thursday morning at from 9 to 10. Also streaming live on the World Wide Web. You can watch as well as hear us at www.newspress.com. Just click on Newspress TV, and voila, you can see and eat along with us.
Not me, from two views.
We're streaming live. We have listeners in France, in England, in Switzerland, you name it, they're hearing us.
You're watching as our beautiful guest is being seated by Arthur right now.
It is a time to turn on your computers. If you're not watching us streaming live on the World Wide Web, you will want to do that now because we have a stunning addition to this studio. Certainly the most attractive person in this room.
Unfortunately, she hasn't aged a bit since I saw her last 5 or 6 years ago. I thought you'd come in with a little gray here and there and some wrinkles, but thanks to Botox and touch-up, God love you, Cynthia.
Cynthia Daddona.
No Botox, olive oil.
Olive oil, is that what it is?
Cynthia, you are, I've noticed, I went to your website today, and it's fabulous. You're talking about romance, about food, about all the things we love. And it's a perfect thing before Valentine's Day. Start thinking about romance.
The book is Confessions of an Italian what?
Well, my book, which came out several years ago, was Diary of a Modern Day Goddess, which was a wellness book for women. And
there you go.
This is the result.
And it works.
All women can feel like goddesses inside and out. And then I hosted a Greek island destination cooking class DVD, which was filmed in Santorini, Greece, and is a romantic culinary travel, is what you were saying.
And is this your DVD I'm looking at here?
That's our DVD, and it was filmed on location, and it highlights a Greek island cooking class, and it has our travel from Athens to Santorini, and it won was selected #1 NewYorkTimesAbout.com Greek culinary travel DVD.
It's called A Greek Islands Destination Cooking Class, and where is this available?
On my website, romancingthetable.com, and then also celebrategreece.com.
I was just having, actually I've been working on a Greek salad in the last couple of days. I went to some friend's house, and they produced, they're Greek, they live part-time in Greece, and they made the best Greek salad that I've had in the U.S., and of course part of that is getting the right feta.
Yes.
And so we were told, go to Lazy Acres and you can find this one feta called Mount Vidos. It's actually Bulgarian feta.
Yes.
Yes. And we tried it, but it was different from the one we had in the salad. This was a much more, stronger.
I find that sheep can be really mild, so try that if they have 100% sheep. Because if you go to Greece, the feta is part sheep and part goat. Here, the feta that sometimes you might go to a restaurant or will be cow. Actually, I fell in love over a Greek salad with my husband, so I love Greek salads, and we taste them wherever we go. Greek salads are fantastic because the traditional Greek salad is called the horiatiki salad, and that's the villager salad. That doesn't include lettuce, as you may have had.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just the tomatoes,
tomato, right?
Peppers.
Olives?
Yes, olives.
The Kalamata olives?
Exactly.
Right? And then as far as dressing the salad, what do you use?
Yes, actually I have a recipe on my website called romancingthetable.com. And I used olive oil, and you want extra virgin olive oil. Mm-hmm. The way Kalamata olive oil or the olive oils from Greece are really fantastic. And if you look for under a 1% acidity level, now you look on the label and it'll say under 1%. Now some of them don't list it at all, but the best ones will list that.
I mean, like the Tuscany olive oils.
Yes.
I know one of my favorites is out at Costco. You can get the liter bottles of it's kind of spicy, if anything. Not spicy in the sense of red pepper spicy.
Peppery,
but spicy from just the freshness of the olives. But I don't know what the acidity level is of that. I mean, is that does it generally go hand in hand when something is more flavorful, that it's going to have a lower acidity or higher acidity?
Yeah, sometimes it can. Sometimes it can also be the olive. So there's quite a range. It's actually quite fun to try and do an olive oil tasting. My husband's family is from Kalamata, so we have a good time trying to find the olives and the olive oil from there and
can you
stuff like that.
Explain something to me once and for all? I hear this term.
Yes.
I, unlike you guys that use the extra virgin,
yes,
I use the olive oil that's been around a while.
The extra slut.
Slipped around.
That's it.
What does that mean? Extra virgin olive oil? What is it? I mean, is it raw? Is it not cooked, or do they do that with oil?
Actually, Osama bin Laden is waiting to go to heaven, and he's going to have 65 of these bottles of extra virgin olive oil.
It's for it's the goddesses. The goddesses have been making this olive oil, and it's going to taste delicious because they've imparted it with their love. So,
my kind of party. All right.
So yes, olive oil, and I use lemon juice, but some people might use
so
vinegar.
Squeeze of lemon, huh? Yeah.
And absolutely oregano. And
that's right, oregano.
There's a Greek oregano that you can sometimes find, or
where's that? Where would you get Greek?
You might get it at a gourmet store, but we have friends that are bringing it back from Greece in big vats of it. Or I grow it
for pot. It looks just like baggies of marijuana. You go, wait a second here.
And
so what do they like the salad? They're hungry.
Yeah, I grow it in my garden, so I can always get it. It has just a little different taste. And I mean, we learned a lot of stuff. Like here, we were able to harvest the herbs, which were right outside the restaurant that we highlighted. It's one of the top gourmet restaurants in Santorini, Restaurant Celine. And it was really fascinating. They actually told us that they cook more with spearmint because it's sweeter, and mint is only used for tea, which I would think, so I learned that there, and I learned more about the fetas, and a really great history of this island, which is just spectacular.
We've got to have you on the travel show to talk about Santorini, because this is an amazing island.
Yes.
We got about 3 minutes before our break for BBC. Cynthia Daddona? Daddona. Were you married last time I interviewed you about 5 or 6 years ago?
No, I got married 2.5 years ago.
So you met this guy in Europe, in Greece?
No, I met him here, but he's an American Greek. His mom was one of the founders of the Greek festival. His name's James Stathis.
Oh, okay.
And we were married in Santorini, actually. We filmed we had to be there about a week before because of the paperwork, but we went there, and I went to the cooking class, and we decided to film it, and so we have a love affair with Greece. Yeah.
How often do you go back?
We were just back in August, about every 2 years.
We're reading about all these riots in Athens. Did you see any of that? Or were
No,
you affected by that, or is
no.
it just media overhype?
Some media overhype, some people trying to, get attention of the government. So, but it's in the islands, that's not really happening. Athens, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, strikes, and the Greek.
Now, Greek food is so healthy. It's that Mediterranean cuisine, isn't it?
Yes.
That is maybe partial for why you look so much like a child. I did.
She is.
I mean, it's terrific. So, but you eat well and eat healthfully. Everything is fresh.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the things on your website that people can explore if they want to cook up some dishes.
Absolutely. Well, we have a lot of recipes. I was actually delighted to become part of the Mediterranean Food Alliance, which is a foundation called Old Ways. They, along with the Harvard School of Public Health, released the Mediterranean Diet Pyramid. But basically, they found that Mediterranean cuisine is one of the healthiest cuisines in the world. They started the study back in Crete after the war, and they found that people that didn't have access to hospitals or doctors were eating, very good plant-based seafood, chicken, poultry, the grains. And of course, they were taking a siesta when they could. But they had the longest longevity than anyone. And then they expanded the study out to, Italy and Spain. And basically, I think it's really important for romance, too, because, if you feed your date a big plate of pasta.
You're going to be snoring afterwards,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
So, and if you go to places like Italy or the Mediterranean, the pasta is just a side dish. Here, it's our entree.
That's true.
Do they have over there our Hidden Valley, our ranch? No. They don't do that at the tables? They don't even know what it is?
No process.
Everything is fresh.
Everything's fresh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So
they mix it right there at the table.
Exactly.
When you sit down.
Exactly. And what's amazing is that Santa Barbara, the reason why my husband and I love Santa Barbara is very much like the Mediterranean. The climate, the organic cuisine, the farmer's market, and what we do is...
And the real estate prices.
Yeah, they are the same.
There's a reason why everyone wants to live here.
I know.
Now, you were in... I just have to digress for a minute, because I also noticed on your website, you've got a lot of celebrity friends, people like Stevie Wonder.
I covered the Grammys, actually.
Kenny, I saw a picture of Kenny.
Kenny Loggins? Really?
Yeah, a lot of
they
people.
love this woman. You were a comedian, a stand-up lady for a while. You still can do that.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a journalist, and when I worked in a newsroom back in Connecticut, I tried a comedy writing class, and as a part of that, we also performed. So I did some stand-up for a while. I talked about being an Italian girl, whose Italian family was trying to marry her off since she was born.
All right. Well,
and I found that, I'd rather talk to, instead of people who are drinking spirits, I like to talk to them about, uplifting their spirits and their souls. So
we're going to be back with Cynthia Daddona and more humor, and maybe some celebrities, too.
little Humpty loves officially.